Morning is a wonderful gift given by God. It may be cloudy or sunny, but it is an unwrapped gift, a gift that gives another start of what we define a life. Somebody asked life, "Why are you so difficult?" It smiled and said, "You people never appreciate easy things." Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I look around and I am in awe with the collective expertise gathered here. We are deeply honored. On behalf of Bright Management, I, Neha Dave sir, raise up a hearty and appreciative welcome to each one of you present here. 10 years of endless strive towards excellence, here we are celebrating Yash Gatha 10 Varsh Dakshata Ke. Time truly flies. 10 years back, the historic year 2006, a very exciting time for us in many ways. It all started as a dream bright envisioned the dream of establishing a world class educational institution, a school that would mold and guide future generation of enlightened minds. A decade of steady progress. Yes, I mean that very sincerely, as there are people in this auditorium, the role players that have made it possible for the dream to become a reality, who deserve much of the credit for our progress. Without their focused commitment, we simply would not be there where we are today. I am proudly announced that we started our decennial celebration with the inter-school competitions from 14th October 2016 to 20th October 2016. In the series, annual function of lower primary with 100% participation and the annual function of primary and secondary section with full enthusiasm. This is the last phase of our decennial celebration. Culmination session with eminent personalities as a part of our responsibility towards the society. As we are also the part of you, it is our duty to care for you and your well-being. Today, we have three eminent speakers amongst us who are going to enlighten our pathway. I proudly acknowledge the presence of Dr. Yogesh Patel, who will be discussing parenting and managing behavioral pattern of children. Second speaker is Mr. H.S. Patel, will be discussing future avenues in public services. And lastly, Dr. Bhadrayu, who will discuss about the education is equal to learning. Now, without taking much of your time, may I request Shri Simit Shah, Managing Trustee, Bright School, to please escort our first eminent speaker, Dr. Yogesh Patel, towards the stage. Dr. Yogesh Patel, a well-known psychiatrist, did his master's in psychology, conducting numbers of seminars for the students, appearing for board exams, on the topic how to face difficult situations and to cope up with the stress before and even after the exams. He also shares the importance of positive thinking, also established S.C. Patel Center of De-Addiction and Mental Health. May I request Shri Simit sir to please welcome our guest speaker, Dr. Yogesh Patel, with flowers and our token of gratitude, a memento. Thank you, sir. And once again, a very warm welcome to our eminent guest. Now, may I invite Dr. Patel to enrich us with his words of wisdom, and the stage is all yours, sir. Thank you.
Good morning, friends. I thank Mr. Jayendra Bhai and his team for giving me this opportunity to interact and share with parents, teachers, students, and we all are passing through an age of anxiety. हम सब एक ऐसे दौर से गुजर रहे हैं कि बच्चों को लेकर हम बहुत चिंतित हैं, बड़े परेशान हैं. We are all anxious and we are worried about their future and we are getting anxious. Now, tell me, each one of us, including teachers, including parents, elder brothers and sisters, grandfathers and grandmothers, they are focusing, their life is totally focused on whom? It is focused on the children, children and children. What are they doing? Each day shouting and screaming at them. Put your room in order. Put your books in order. Go to this tuition class. I want you to become an engineer. I want you to become a doctor. My dear parents, my dear teachers, do you think your children are robots? They are pet dogs? You want to train them, mold them as you want them? Can you not understand? Are you wise? I think you are wise. And you must appreciate and believe that each individual is a unique person with a unique skill to grow up. We have not become parents to make them doctors or engineers, but we have become parents to make them disciplined, well motivated, goal directed individuals. So we are not bothered about what is their goal in life. We are bothered about our own aspirations. हमें अपेक्षा ये है कि हमारे बच्चे को हमें ये बनाना है, हमें वो बनाना है, हमें डॉक्टर बनाना है, हमें इंजीनियर बनाना है. और the funny part is, I'll give you a definition of insanity as far as parents and teachers are concerned. You try every day the same thing, screaming, shouting, reminding, cleaning their books, cleaning their rooms, every day shouting, screaming, threatening them. If you don't do this, I am going to deprive this you, I am going to deprive this you, I am not going to take to movies, I'll take up your mobiles. And every 5 days, you keep on doing the same method, expecting different results. Are we sane? इस प्रकार का पागलपन है. आप वही तरीका इस्तेमाल कर रहे हो जो 5 दिन पहले जो परिणाम आप चाहते थे वो ला नहीं चुका है, फिर भी 5 दिन के बाद वही तरीका. That means the children cannot trust you anymore. वो जानते हैं, वो आपके बटन्स कब प्रेस करना है वो जानते हैं. सही है क्या नहीं? कैसे आपको एंगेज करना, किसमें? बातचीत से शुरू होती है, झगड़े तक आती है, या तो आप रूम बंद करके चले जाते हो, अबे हमारे तुम्हारे जोड़े कसी बात नहीं थी, मुझे तेरे साथ कोई बात नहीं करनी है, तू सुधरने वाला नहीं है, तू गधा है, पागल. या मां रोएगी, या खाना बंद कर देगी. What kind of life we are living? Our goal in life is to have peace in life. And my dear friends, you don't have to raise your hands, but ask yourselves, how many of families have peace in their home? Peace यानी शांति. कितने परिवार में सुबह शांति से चालू होती है? हालांकि चाहते तो वही है ना, peace of mind. And another important thing is, you want to improve your relationships with your children. That is a dream. हम एक जब बच्चा जन्म करके वो गायनेकोलॉजिस्ट या डर्मेटोलॉजिस्ट, आजकल तो मिडवाइफ नर्स बच्चा देती है, तब से आपका जीवन में एक परिवर्तन आ जाता है. योर लाइफ चेंजेस नो सूनर यू बिकम पेरेंट्स. योर ओल्ड वेज ऑफ गोइंग आउट, योर ओल्ड वेज of having a relationships with your families, with your friends, everything will change. And what changes? You are focused on the child. And child knows how to handle his needs from very early, young age. If his diaper, his or her diaper is wet, she's going to cry, he's going to cry and ask for help. But an anxious mother every 2 hours will go and see. What kind of parenthood this is? What kind of insanity we have imbibed? So, what I am trying to tell you is, please, at this juncture, before I end my lecture, how many of you are focusing your life on your own self? And when I say focusing on your own self is, How many of are you growing as an individual? How many of you are becoming mature parents? बच्चे का जन्म होने से आप माता पिता दादा दादी नहीं बन जाते हो. आप में परिपक्वता कब आती है? When you become mature. Are you working on yourself? The moment you become parents, you feel that you have grown up. Yes, you become husband and wife. Yes, you have become father and mother. But are you growing as an individual? Are your relationships improving with your children? Are your relationships improving with your parents? Are your relationships becoming more mature? See, we all have been working on a faulty module. And what is the faulty module? Is I am supposed to make my wife happy. I am supposed to make my children happy. I am supposed to show that I have a Mercedes, my child goes to this school, I have this kind of mobile, and you glorify yourself and keep on bragging. And this is what I call borrowed self-esteem. Your children are not a product to bring glory and admiration to yourself. And that makes you very anxious. You go to the Facebook. So, what I am trying to say is, you are not responsible for your children's, what you make your children. And you should not take credit also for what your children become. But what I see in the Facebooks, WhatsApp, if your child gets a gold medal in right school or in any other school, if a child goes into IIT, yes, this is my product. See what product I have made. Right? And yet till date, I have not seen a Facebook when a child has failed thrice and parents say exactly what I have made of my child. And I have yet to see any school showing that, look, see, this is what we have made of the child with an IQ of 130 plus. This is what I call insanity. We ourselves have lost direction in life. We are not maturing. And if you are not maturing, if you are not growing, are you giving opportunity for your children to grow? I'll give you an example. The natural law of nature is, if you don't follow the nature, you face the consequences. Am I right or wrong? 4 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड टेम्परेचर है, जाड़ा है, आप स्वेटर नहीं पहनोगे, खुली हवा में घूमोगे, बाहर का खाओगे, तो natural consequences is you will fall ill. And unless and until you do it 3 or 4 times, then you have a natural gift. And you avoid that things. That is what I call maturity. Now what happens is, the child is in 2nd standard, 3rd standard, 4th standard, 5th standard, and homework has been given. Now do you think it's parents' duty to complete that homework? How many of parents and teachers agree that this is the duty of the parents to see that the children complete their homework? And if they don't complete, do you think the child is going to die? Do you think the child is going to kicked out? But the anxiety within the parents. बीजा बदा छोकराओं और बच्चे करके आएगा और मेरे बच्चा का लेसन में 10 में से 2 मार्क आ जाएगा तो कितना पहाड़ टूट पड़ेगा. I'll be called a bad mother. Oh, great. But let the child not do the homework. Let the child face the natural consequences. Don't go and fight with the school. Don't bail them out. See, being humans, it is okay to make mistakes. And by making only mistakes, we mature. By facing challenges, your child will grow. And grow how? In a self-directed direction he wants to grow. But what you are trying to do is, you are writing your child's script, which is not interested in. Half an hour you are lecturing, your father is an IIT engineer, your father is a doctor, you have to run a press, you have to run a pharmacy. You are deciding the script. Very good. If that would have been possible, this country would have been full of doctors and engineers. No politicians, no bureaucrats, no lariwalas, no gallawalas. If what we write the script at this juncture, it reminds me of a very wonderful thing. I'll quote Stephen Covey, Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. What he does is that keep an end in mind. One of the habit is he asks them people to calm down and understand and visualize what is their dream about the child. My parents had a dream about me, and your parents had a dream about you, and you now have a dream, visualize. And what do you visualize? One day my child will grow, he'll get a gold medal, I'll be called for a valedictory function, and when he's on the stage, he'll say, I owe everything to my great father and mother who inspired me, who motivated me, and that is your dream. And as he comes closer and closer to 10th, 11th, 12th, graduation, your anxiety levels keep on increasing. Your anxiety levels are so high that you remind him of his food, you remind him what kind of friends he should meet. No space. Now here I would like to make two things very different. Everybody needs a space and everybody needs a place. When I say everybody needs a space is you have a chair. Now that is your space. You don't like anybody to come within your space. Am I right or wrong? Everybody needs a space or not? Right? And you need an emotional space where you can be yourself, you can think alone. एकांत में जाके आप अपने मन से बात कर सकते हो कि मैं क्या हूं, क्या बन रहा हूं, क्या बनने को जा रहा हूं, मेरे जीवन से अपेक्षा क्या है, मेरे माता पिता से अपेक्षा क्या है, मेरे टीचर्स से अपेक्षा क्या है, ये सब बात मुझे जाननी है। और उसके लिए मुझे क्या चाहिए? स्पेस। But at the same time, when we give people a space, there is a place. कि इतनी बाउंड्री तो है, आपकी स्पेस है, yes, nobody will encroach on your emotional life, personal life, on your physical space. I occupy this place. Yes, what I want to take is my space, but I cannot go down and do whatever I want to do or go out of my topic and start singing like Rajesh Khanna. No, I cannot do that. So that are boundaries. So we are not responsible for what our children become. ये रिवॉल्यूशनरी बोल रहा हूं मैं, जरा सोचना, ऐसे ही मत मान लेना. We are not responsible for what our children become. You agree? How many of you agree with me? Right? Good. Fair. But we are responsible to our children. We are responsible to our children. How? About our emotional reactivity. I'll give you a very good example what happened in one of the schools. There were 5 or 6 children who were engaged in gang forming, disrupting the class, not listening to their parents and all. And every time, what happened is, the school would reprimand them, the teacher would send them, and they had become a headache. And they were the children of the influential citizens of this so-called Vadodara city, the so-called civilized cultures Vadodara city. Sorry. Anyway, so I was called to the school and said, what do we do? The First thing I say is, okay, Madam Principal, are you too ready to give up your authority? Oh my goodness, I have to give up my authority? Try it. Okay, what is the next thing I do? Let's have a meeting with them. Principal was called, and I said, do as I had given a script. So principal said, okay, please come and have a seat. Children were like this. Surprise, principal offering them seats? Okay. Children, would you like to have a glass of water? उनके लिए पानी लेके